Android tutorial. Okay, here today my topic of discussion will be best practices to be used when you make a UI layout design in Android. Okay, most especially I will be using the constraint layout. Okay, so you can also follow my blog post for to get extra information. But okay, let's go directly to the tutorial. I will explain you programmatically. I will also meanwhile I will explain, and I will also make a demo. I will create a demo app here, like a demo design, UI layout design, and I will explain you the concepts. Okay, and hope this will help you guys. Okay, so the first thing is the constraints. So what are constraints? Okay, so I have a very in my Android Studio I have created a empty layout which is completely blank. So here I will be like using the palette. Okay, so the I will create a text view. So constraints. So okay, let's create the constraint with various positioning, so um, this is the constraint layout. Okay, so uh, okay, this constraint layout has, if you see the all this the four direction, the constraints are not being set. So how do we set the constraint? You can set the constraint this way. Okay, if you set the constraint here in this way, like setting a constraint like to 0, that means it's aligning to the parent. Okay, so like I'm setting it to the parent, and I will add the text as a title, text view. The name of the okay will be box, boxes. Okay, cool. Let me make the background for here. Okay, let's set the background to this color. Okay, let's set to transparent. Okay, let's put the gravity to center. Okay, so now as you know, this is like I said, the constraint for this view. And as you can see in my blog, I have written here, if you do not specify the position of the view, it's gonna be appear in the 0 0 position, that is on the top left corner here. So we have various different positioning for the view, that is like how we specify the coordinates. Okay, for example, if you use the layout margin, for the moment we don't have a margin here, but if you use the margin, if I set a layout margin to margin of 15, then I am getting, if you see, it's like absolute positioning of that view. We have also relative positioning, which is like we specify the view in relation with another view. So if I'm making another view, the positioning of that another view with respect to this view will be the relative positioning. um, yeah, views can also relate each other using fixed constraint. So adaptable constraint, I just explained you. The adaptable constraints are those constraints that we uh, set here in this constraint wizard. Okay, like from start to start of parent 0 dB, end to end of parent, that is 0 dB. I have specified three constraints for this view. uh, Start to start of, end to end of, top to top of. Okay, and like I didn't specify the bottom constraint. Okay, so now what is a ratio? Okay, ratio are something that you specify with respect, like for example, ratios are the dimension specified with respect to your height and width. Okay, so okay, let me create a button. Let me specify the constraint here. We can also directly do it from here, and I don't need the bottom constraint, and I want to specify the ratio here. Okay, is 1:1, and for that ratio to work, we have to, okay, let me make a text is blue. Okay, and yeah, to work the ratio, actually we have to specify the height of 0 dp. Okay, then we have ratio of like 1:1, that is a square. Okay, as you can see, this is a square. And so now what I would like to do is I would like to actually make the we can also play with the ratio 1:2. If you see, it's much bigger here. That means ratio of width with respect to the height. Okay, so now I would like to explain you what is chaining. The chaining are linking together views in horizontal or vertical rows, and they behave as a group. So let's do create a chaining. I will create a 3 text views. Okay, so how do we create a chaining? To create a chaining, you have to actually okay, first I would like to specify the constraint here, this one and this one to here. And now I would like to create a chaining. The chaining here is I would select all these views to chain, then I will create right click, then you can use this chain. For the moment you can use as you can see, we can create horizontal chain or vertical chain. So for the moment I am creating a vertical chain. So that's it. As you can see, we created a vertical chain, but I would like to specify the constraint here, and in the similar manner I have to like to specify the constraint here, so it's all right. So I would like to specify the constraint here, 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 okay. So now for the moment I would like to green. Okay, I would like to make with 0 dp. Okay, and maybe make the gravity to center. Okay, background color, I would like to select a background color of green. Okay, and I would also like to create a margin of, yeah, actually it's already, I have to select the margin for this one actually of 15 dp. Okay, finally, yeah, we are okay. Now I would like to do the same thing for this view. The second view would be red. Okay, and it would be the same thing. Margin. Okay, and also the background color. This is the red. Okay, and finally this view with background color of yellow and with text yellow and with 0 dp and of margin 15, and also finally select the view. The attribute I am searching is gravity. I want to do the center here. Okay, finally, if you see, we create a very beautiful view here. Okay, using all the basic fundamental principle of Android layout designing, and one of the best practices for Android layout designing. So we generated a very amazing complex layout and very beautiful layout. Okay, so, and finally I would also like to, yeah, this is called chaining actually. uh, and what is baseline? Baseline is usually used when you would like to line two text view with a different size. So let's do that also. Let's create two text views. Okay, and this text view has okay, and I would like to align. Okay, okay, uh, okay, I would like to okay, do something like this one. Okay, so if you see these two text view, I want to make align this text view in a single line. Okay, and no matter what this text size is, like for example, I would like to have this text size to be 30 sp. Okay, and I would like to have this text size as a 14 sp. Okay, no problem. My name and like this one, and I would like to give. Okay, uh, okay, let me give okay, so how do we use a baseline? To use the baseline, actually what we have to do is, so baseline, sorry, right click, select the view, right click, so baseline, and try to, yeah, attach the baseline here. So as you can see, we are in the same baseline, right? These two views. You see, even if you move, like we the another baseline view is also moving, so it's pretty good, right? So it will help you to make a complex, create a complex layout. And finally, I would like to teach you how to do one complex chaining layout. um, let's create three buttons, two three buttons, and I would like to do vertical chaining because I did a horizontal chaining because I did a vertical chaining here. So I would like to select these three views and make a horizontal chain, and yeah, I would also like to show the baseline, and I would like to align all this view with the same baseline. Okay, and yeah, as you can see now, we can move the view to any position. So I would like to also give the constraint, uh, this one attached to the uh, bottom to the here. And now here I would as you can see here, now I would like to explain you what is a bias. Okay, bias is something, okay, that, for example, if I put this bias down to 100, then it's gonna move down, so this is called bias. Okay, it's like having a constraint, you can move the view near to the top or near to the bottom. So the more the value is like 100, maximum value is 100, so the view will be aligned to the bottom. Okay, so let me align here. So that's it. So guys, I think I explained you some basic principles of Android UI layout designing. Okay, so I hope I explained you some simple but very important concepts of how do you design UI layout. And that's it. Thank you.